Rockstar Games has announced another delay to the highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6. Previously set for May 26th next year, having been delayed out of 2025, it's now launching on November 19th next year. In a new statement, the company apologized for the additional time to what we realize has been a long wait. However, it feels that the additional months will allow for finishing development with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. They thanked fans for their patience, and despite the longer wait, the team remains incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida and a return to modern-day Vice City. As shocking as the initial delay may have seemed, this one feels more expected. While Rockstar released the second trailer and screenshots in May, it's been deathly quiet since then, offering no updates on what fans can expect. It always seemed likely that another delay could take place, and with analysts estimating a development budget of over $1.5 billion and $10 billion in sales, the pressure is on for the developer to succeed.
Do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Keep in mind that this is without the rumored troubles throughout the years, including a reported reboot in early 2020. Other rumors indicated that the project had to be scaled down from encompassing multiple countries to focus on Vice City. If it's any consolation, CEO Strauss Zelnick told IGN that he's highly confident that this is the final delay. We wanted to give Rockstar the appropriate amount of time to polish the title and make sure that it can be the very best it can be. Zelnick also noted how games that had more time for polish would prove why it was so well spent. Meanwhile, competitors who went ahead with their launches before something was ready would see bad things happen. At the same time, there have been limited circumstances where more time was required to polish a title and make sure that it was spectacular, and that time has been well spent. When our competitors go to market before something was ready, bad things happen. That said, I'm highly confident in the new date. Of course, this isn't the first time Zelnick strongly believed in a release window for the open-world epic. See May of 2024 when he was highly confident of a fall 2025 launch. It was followed by a very high level of conviction about the May 2026 window, and you've seen how that turned out. Regardless, this reinforces once more that nothing is guaranteed in game development. Plans can and do change all the time, and not everyone gets additional time. Development changes aside, there are also reports that indicate other reasons why this delay may have happened. Earlier in the week, it was reported that Rockstar was accused of union busting after firing 30 to 40 staff. Layoffs in the games industry are nothing new, but outright firings on a noticeable scale aren't quite as common, especially at a company like Rockstar Games. As Bloomberg's Jason Schreier reports, however, between 30 and 40 employees were fired from the UK and Canada offices this past Thursday. While reportedly due to misconduct, the Independent Workers' Union of Great Britain, the IWGB, believes the firings were to curtail unionization, of which the affected employees were members. They were a part of a private Discord group and apparently made plans to organize. Rockstar has just carried out one of the most blatant and ruthless acts of union busting in the history of the games industry. This flagrant contempt for the law and for the lives of the workers who bring in their billions is an insult to their fans and the global industry, said IWGB President Alex Marshall. Take-Two Interactive spokesperson Alan Lewis said that the firings were due to gross misconduct and for no other reason, and we fully support Rockstar's ambitions and approach. Rockstar Games faced criticism for that, but in a new statement to Bloomberg, a spokesperson for the company has said that it decided to fire these employees because they were distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum. In the statement, the spokesperson referred to the fired developers in talks with representatives of the Independent Workers' Union of Great Britain. At the same time, the statement is also an attempt to dispel the idea that Rockstar might partake in union-busting activities. Last week, we took action against a small number of individuals who were found to be distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum, a violation of our company policies, said the spokesperson. This was in no way related to people's rights to join a union or engage in union activities. Marshall said that Rockstar Games was afraid of hardworking staff privately discussing exercising their rights for a fairer workplace and a collective voice. Management are showing they don't care about delays to GTA 6, and that they're prioritizing union busting by targeting the very people who make the game. Historically speaking, Rockstar Games has taken security quite seriously, especially in the midst of developing what is referred to as one of the biggest launches in the gaming industry. One such leak for the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6 had happened all the way back in 2023, with supposed gameplay footage as well as reports indicating that the title will feature a map that is twice the size of Grand Theft Auto 5. When a game like GTA 6 is delayed, there are obviously going to be other repercussions. Following Take-Two's confirmation that GTA 6 has slipped to November 19, 2026, its shares fell, possibly reflecting investors' frustration with revenue moving further into FY 2027. Another slip to November 19, 2026 doesn't change what Grand Theft Auto 6 represents, but it does reshape the road to get there. Yes, players now have to wait an entire additional year, and while that runway should give the team more time to polish the game to a sheen, that outcome still depends on how cleanly production runs from here. The current controversy between Rockstar and former staff may have contributed to the delay as creative talent shift and schedules slip, but we simply don't know for sure. What we do know is that this has already been a very long road. It's been 12 years since GTA 5 and 7 years since Red Dead Redemption 2, and to be fair, the wait is starting to feel inexcusable. We all understand why anticipation is so high. GTA 6 will likely be unlike anything else at launch. It'll probably sell dozens of millions of copies in its first year, and it will almost certainly help Sony and Microsoft move more consoles. Even so, the time gap has stretched patience thin. Momentum needs to be rebuilt and managed carefully, because each delay raises expectations while compressing the margin for error. If there is a silver lining, it's for the rest of the release calendar. Publishers and developers who were holding back games to avoid GTA's previously mentioned May window can finally exhale. With the slot vacated, more titles can step forward without being overshadowed, which is good for players starved for big launches in the interim. For the rest of us waiting for GTA 6, it's another long countdown. The hope is that the extra months translate into fewer day one headaches and a launch that actually feels finished. But the truth is simple. Until the game is on our drives, the possibility of another delay will linger.